ईश्वर bangayin ईश्वर bangayin O ईश्वर bapan pangno iyai wanam I'm gonna keep on.
Hello everyone and welcome to a really special video. I hope you are all doing well and taking good care of yourselves. As you might already know that this video is about my trip to Meghalaya and I'm really excited to share the experience with you guys. Please make sure that you like the video and drop a comment and do subscribe, which will mean a lot to me. So let's get started. The trip was actually long due, but a couple of years ago I finally made it. To start talking about these places, I can go on for hours, but let's get on with some information first. Meghalaya is a state in the northeast of India. It was formed by carving out two districts from the state of Assam, the United Khasi Hills and Jaintia Hills, and the Garo Hills on the 21st of January 1972. Honestly, this is one of the finest places I have ever visited. And these are some of the places you can visit in Meghalaya. The list is inexhaustive and I will share all the links to these places in the description. I must also point out that I have already covered two videos on Meghalaya and I would request you to check them out if you haven't already. The links will be available in the description and also at the end screen. Our first stop was the Umiam Lake, which is a reservoir in the hills 15 kilometers north of Shillong in the state of Meghalaya. It was created by damming the Umiam River in the early 1960s. It's a beautiful place to chill out with cool breezes blowing all around. The next stop was the beautiful Shillong viewpoint. Mountaintop overlooked with esplanades and observation towers offering sweeping vistas of Shillong city. It has a chill weather with good food around with clean toilets. There are few shops that you will get around, but the snacks prices might be a little higher. And this was the Elephant Falls, a two-tier waterfall in Shillong. The mountain stream descends through two successive fall sets in dells of fern-covered rocks. The sides of the waterfall are flanked by lush greenery and are rich in ferns. After this, that was pack up for us on day one, and we went to do what is a must if you are in the Northeast: eat great food. So we stopped by a restaurant that we would definitely recommend, Snow Lion, which is near the Police Bazaar in Shillong. And then we roamed a bit around the Police Bazaar area and packed some dinner, and we were done for the day. Day 2, early morning, we started for Dowki. Again, just mentioning, do watch the video. It is one of the most amazing places you will see. The link will be in the description. And then, after some staple lunch, we started for our next destination. So we finally arrive after a bit of trekking to the single living root bridge. I'm emphasizing on the word single because later in the video you will also see and witness the double living root bridge. There are many bridges around the world that are known to be humans' finest creations. But the natural marvel of the living root bridges in Meghalaya is mind-blowing. These wonderful structures have meticulously grown over a period of time and are among the biggest attractions in Meghalaya. The ever growing Meghalaya bridges are made up of tangled thick roots that provide formidability to the structure and make it good enough to hold 50 or more people in one go. They are grown by trained Khasi and Jaintia tribes who have mastered the art of growing root bridges across raised banks of streams running through the dense woods of Meghalaya. The whole idea of Meghalaya's living bridges came into the picture some 2 centuries ago, when veterans of Khasi clan living in Meghalaya put rubber tree roots into hollow canes of Erica nut palm that met halfway across the stream. The roots were nurtured and cared properly until they grew enough to reach the opposite bank, get completely entwined with each other, and make themselves capable enough to carry heavy weight. And after this small bit of a trek, which was supposed to be a rehearsal for what was coming tomorrow, we headed towards the cleanest villages in Asia, Maulinong. Just to mention that I have also covered this in my video, and I would request you to check that. After a great visit and a sleepover at Maulinong, we headed to the most important destination of our trip. Little did we know that our lives would never be the same by the end of the day. Thanks to Google Maps, we reached the location to start our journey, the Double Living Root Bridge in Cherrapunji area. But as you can see, there was no other tourist other than us, which was a little suspicious. And when we asked the local people if this is the route to the bridge, some said yes and mostly said no. Our car was the only car parked there, and we asked our cabbie to wait while we start our journey. This was literally a journey to the unknown, and there wasn't even a single shop or a signboard. And do note that this is supposed to be a major tourist attraction. We finally came to the conclusion that we have come to an alternative route which isn't very popular but can be used to reach our destination. And as we were already late, we decided to not waste more time and start our journey. I will always remember this little guy who insisted me to take this stick, which assisted me a lot through the journey. I even carried it to the airport to bring it home. Keep a note of this picture which I had taken just before the start. We would need this for future reference. And thus began our journey as we slowly took steps forward. No route maps, no Google Maps, no signboards, no guide, and we happily walked into a jungle. We were literally making the plot of the next Crime Patrol episode. And within 5 minutes of our journey, we understood why this route isn't popular. So, the last bit which you saw was a stretch for around 15 to 20 minutes, where some of us even crawled to get down the stairs as we were afraid to fall down. I had to switch off my camera in certain places because if I tried to shoot, I might experience a free fall. This was literally scary, and it was just the beginning. We kept on walking for almost 45 minutes and were literally scared as we did not see a single human being all this while. But then we saw a group of young lads sitting, and we insisted one of them to be our guide to the bridge, and most importantly, our way back. We will all come to know that this was the main bit. You can say that this can be God sent that we had got him, otherwise, we could have been lost anywhere in the jungle. At almost 1 hour mark, we were almost devastated, and to our rescue, we found a tea stall where we stopped for some refreshments. One of our members just gave up as she mentioned that she won't be going further as she fell ill. So we thought the better decision was to let her be in the shop as there were a few families near the area who were taking care of her. I am not a chai person, but at that moment, this cup of chai was something else. As far as I remember, we drank more than 2 cups and resumed our journey. The problem wasn't only with our fitness, the paths were all broken. We were literally walking over stones through the mountains, and as time was a constraint, we had to walk fast, which added to all the injuries. It was like a never ending journey. Remember the picture of mine I showed you at the beginning of the journey? Here's me now. By this time, we could hear the water flowing, which gave us immense energy, and we walked faster. The only respite were the utterly beautiful sceneries that were giving us hope. Oh. So, after almost 3 hours of struggle, we made it. All the uncertainties, pain, anger, disbelief, frustration was all seeming to be worth it. The place was surreal. We could see so many people who have come from the actual route. It was like whatever has happened in the last 3 hours has just vanished by being in this place. There was no place like this, and we were not willing to leave, but we had to as this was already quite late. We are already close to the climax of this video, but I'll let you enjoy the best part of the video, then we'll go to the climax.
ईश्वर bangaye ईश्वर bangaye O ईश्वर akan pangno iyai wanam Amkan kipon Pamdan kisamay Padiyong Nanyamra abajuliyong Nasyadam kadwitara Iyai sawa Apne kamaryang Isunullah Nasyadam kadwitara Ingam kiti Yasyadam kirkipanki Jar jar kisyang Lagi tamnyang Jata kitung Penchai Kitwai.
So coming to the climax, I'll keep this part short as all my devices' battery were almost dead and I had to keep some charge left for the remainder of the journey. There are only a couple of pictures that I had clicked. We were almost dead while returning. We had no life left in our feet. One of my friends literally was carried by our guide. At one time I almost fell that I could not feel my legs. That was probably the darkest night I have ever seen. I could literally see the entire galaxies right above my head, clearer than any planetarium. I literally felt that now only a helicopter or a crane can lift me up, but somehow I gathered all my strength, and so did my fellow partners, and we managed to reach the tea shop. Trust me, I have never enjoyed Maggie so much in my life than what I did at that moment, and I forced myself to click this picture. We somehow then crawled back to our starting point. As you can understand how difficult it would be to climb the same stairs in the dark, which we were afraid to walk in broad daylight. This is an experience which will stay with us for a really long time. We do not even have any group pictures of the trip. We were just happy that we were alive and everyone was fine. So that's it from me in this video. I hope you like the stories and our experiences, and do not do what we did. Please ask properly and follow correct directions if you are going to somewhere new. So till the next time, bye bye.
Membaca dengar mentim bakawan ialah kalentim di serba ngaim